A BBC South East Today investigation has discovered that some workers at a major care provider in Kent and Sussex had missing tax and national insurance records going back for up to 4 years. Allied Care has around 1,000 staff and is responsible for looking after more than 500 vulnerable and elderly adults. It's feared these irregularities have affected a significant number of Allied Care's workers. Allied Care denies it's responsible and says it's provided staff from third-party companies. Today, the union, which represents care workers, said it wants the government to investigate. Our special correspondent Colin Campbell has the story.
Our investigation started 2 months ago with this whistleblower, a care worker who looks after vulnerable adults.
They're not the easiest people to look after. On an average day, you could see severe self-harm.
Adding to his stress, in April, he discovered tax and national insurance deducted from his salary over an 18-month period had not seemingly made its way to the taxman.
How widespread do you think it is across the company?
It's not just support workers, it's team leaders, it's management, it's deputies, it's managers of the home.
We showed one of his pay slips to this financial expert.
So it shows the gross pay that the employees earned. It also shows the deductions for tax, national insurance and also a pension. So to all intents and purposes, from looking at the payslip, you would not know or think anything was untoward.
This is the company he was working for, Allied Care. It has around 1,000 staff, 80 care homes across the southeast, providing residential, domiciliary and nursing care. But when workers have checked their online tax and national insurance accounts, they've discovered tax and NI deficits, in some cases years in a row. We've disguised their identities as they fear they'll be sacked for speaking out.
I phoned up 2 days ago. Since 2012, when I started working for the company, they had me down as paying zero tax. They've got no record of contributions I made, and it's worrying.
National insurance contributions are important as they help build entitlement to certain state benefits, such as the state pension and maternity benefits. If national insurance is not paid in full, then the benefits may not be available. In April, this email was circulated to Allied Care managers, in part blaming the problems on HMRC and an alleged surge in people registering for tax because of Brexit fears.
Having an excuse such as that is a bit of a weak one, in my opinion.
Allied Care and its director, Aslam Dyer, told us they were aware of some unresolved allocation issues in relation to some workers' PAYE accounts, but understand these are now addressed, and that all tax and national insurance contribution payments due have been paid. The company claims it is not responsible for the problems because it engaged workers provided by Employment Bureau, and that since 2013 they ceased to employ workers directly.
Well, that's a load of rubbish, because when you start with a company, they issue you with a contract of employment. And on my contract of employment it says I am employed by Allied Care. So I don't know where that's come from.
I find that bizarre, very bizarre. I mean, I'm an Allied Care worker. My contract states Allied Care, so I don't know why they're saying that.
Allied Care says it transferred all staff to outsourcing companies in 2013 and that staff should have been aware through statutory documentation.
How should a company notify its employees that they are being transferred from one company to another?
Well, normally everybody will be told. It'll be an entirely open process, and everyone will know once the deal has been agreed.
Based in Wyoming in the US, it is a company called Payzequra that carries out Allied Care's payroll services. Payzequra says it's responsible for all the tax and NI for staff it provides to Allied Care. In correspondence, the company told me it inherited a number of problems with the payroll management and data from Allied Care. Payzequra reject any suggestion that any tax and national insurance deficits are due to non-payment by them. Instead, Payzequra suggests the issues have arisen in part because of problems with HMRC's gateway computer system.
They're acting like it's a new issue brought to their attention when it isn't. They've known about it for a very long time.
Allied Care and Payzequra deny they've attempted to conceal any issues. They claim all workers' concerns are being addressed, and most, they say, have already been resolved.
Oh, well, Colin joins me now. So since your investigation started then, Colin, Allied Care say the issues have been sorted out.
Yes, a relatively successful outcome, you could say, Rob. 2 of our whistleblowers who we spoke to in our report say that in the last week or so they've identified that their accounts have been rectified, which they say is a significant relief for them. Allied Care say all tax or national insurance due in relation to the workers are now properly accounted for. In their view, what has happened here is that HMRC have now correctly applied these payments to the individual employees. Now, HMRC say they never comment on individual cases. They've issued us with a statement saying most employers play by the rules, adding that they've got wide range of powers and tools to tackle those who don't.
OK, Colin, thank you.
Prince Charles paid his first visit to China.